Okay, moving on. Russian independent synth-pop band Tesla Boy are releasing their new album tomorrow. The group, which performs in English, is one of the most successful Russian bands over the last few years, both at home and abroad.
Absolutely. I caught up with the group's creator, sound producer and musician and singer, their face, Anton Sevidov. Let's have a look at that interview. It was a pleasure to speak to him. Anton Sevidov of Tesla Boy, thanks so much for making it into the studio. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Hello. Yeah.
Listen, your new album's coming out. I pre-ordered it on iTunes.
Oh, really? That's nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Well, I think this album is darker and mature. And we have two special guests on this album. We have Tyson, who's from London. He's a great soul synth singer. And we have Fritz from Azarian 3, a very famous house band.
Yeah, they're a really cool band.
Yeah. So that's something new from this album.
Yeah, it's an international collaboration. How did it feel when you realized that you're known internationally? Because when I look at the photographs from your concerts or YouTube videos, you can see that there's the crowds roaring. They're so happy to see you.
That's actually is something that I really can't understand still, because I'm just a guy from Moscow, you know, and that's really amazing because we can travel to other countries, to other cities, and play concerts for these fans, and I love my job.
You're really humble, and that's, I think, why a lot of people, including journalists, love you so much. But you're not just a guy from Moscow, you're from a really famous band, and rightfully so, because I know that you have a profound musical education.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I played a lot of classic music, and I played a lot of jazz music, because my parents, they were really big fans of American music, like soul music. And my grandfather, who was a very famous football coach here in Russia, he was a coach in Dynamo Moscow, Dynamo Kiev, Dynamo Minsk, and he was also a very big fan of American music. And I still have a lot of vinyls, like James Brown, Stevie Wonder, Earth, Wind and Fire, Isaac Hayes. So that's my background, and yeah, and I also played a lot of jazz music and classic music as jazz piano player. You're
giving a very large concert here in Moscow on the 25th in Gorky Park.
In Gorky Park, yeah, exactly.
You're headliners.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing, and so everybody who wants to hear a Tesla Boy concert, so they can come to Gorky Park, because it's a free entrance. So it's going to be a very hot evening in Moscow.
Yeah. Are you going to be playing songs from the new album as well?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I've heard those at a private party, and they're great.
Yeah.
I know that you're saying that they're darker, but just to give our viewers a flavour of what your music's like, it's not exactly dark music, because it's very sort of disco influenced.
Yeah, absolutely right. I'm not sure that it's exactly like thing that which you can use when you're describing this album. I mean, the dark music, or it's still like full of soulful house music and soulful synths. Yeah, and soulful melodies.
When you mentioned that you feel that it's more mature, were you talking about the fact that just musically you've evolved as professionals, or is it more mature because of the lyrics as well, and because of how you feel?
Yeah, I think that's it's more about lyrics. It's more about lyrics, and it's more about the stories, like inside songs. So, for example, we have one track which calls Machete, the girl with a knife. It's a story about the girl with dirty issues. And we have, for example, another song with Tyson, actually. A song called Broken Doll, and it's a psychological thing about how we can analyze each other and something like that.
Do you write your own lyrics?
Yeah. This album, I write my own
Personal
lyrics.
experience.
Yeah.
Let's talk about young musicians. Give a word of wisdom to young Russian musicians who want to make it out there and become an internationally acclaimed act like yourself.
I think now it's a time for, it's a great and very big time for any musicians, whatever, in Russian or other countries. And you just have to believe and do what you do, and you have all possibilities to create new music. You have internet, so you just have to think that the track that you finished, you can just send it, and probably the same evening some guy from some record label in London or New York can hear it, and he can sign it, and you can go to ring to play concert to the other countries, to the other cities, and that's very important. You just have to do, not stop.
Just work hard.
Yeah, work hard to, like, every day, just step by step do what you do, and you have to believe it, and you have everything that you need now. So
brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely, that's true.
Thank you so much. Best of luck to you guys as well.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's not the start for you. You're somewhere in the middle, and it's a good place to be.
Yeah,
but good luck in the future.
Yeah, thank you very much. Big pleasure.
Perfect.